Good evening, one and all, and thank you, Mr. Joseph, for that very kind invitation. You said some things about me that I'm not sure apply, but you did say that I did serve as President of the General Assembly. Happily, that is now over, so you can simply call me John. In fact, I insist that you call me John. This is indeed a long day, and it's being capped by this Gala celebration. But let me take you back to some of the events of this day, which I think defines what this foundation is all about. Today, in one of the events, we heard a story from the CEO and founder of this foundation, Michelle. And she recounted an experience she had as a child during a very turbulent time in China's history. And it was a tearful recall by her. But I hope that you didn't miss the point that she was trying to make. And the story itself is illustrative of where this foundation, how this foundation came about, and perhaps where it's headed. The point she was making, and I think that is a larger point here, was that out of that traumatic event where her parents sent her and her brother somewhere else, emerged a child with determination and fortitude. And she went on to say that from that experience and experiences that followed, she has arrived at this point in time. Fast forward to 2014. We are not only talking about turbulent times at the country level, but I think if one looks around to places like Central African Republic, Yemen, Iraq, Syria, we are indeed living in turbulent times. And it will require personal fortitude. It will require collective action on all of our individual parts. But I think it also says that we are seeing for the very first time the importance of forging a development agenda. And not only any development agenda, one that is geared towards true sustainable development. And it comes at an exciting time. The formation of this foundation comes at an exciting time. Because here in the UN, we are fast approaching the sunset years of what was called the Millennium Development Era. In December 2015, the 8 goals and the 18 targets that were agreed back in 2000 will have come to an end. And there will be some successes, and there will be some obvious failures. And we need to turn the page. That exercise has begun. Currently, we are moving to what is called the Sustainable Development Goals era. And member states here at the UN have identified 17 goals and about 169 targets. Now you may say that such a ramp up on expansion is going to be difficult. And this is where I think a foundation such as this one has a role to play. It is true that the UN will always have its development agencies, and they will always look at the big picture. But if one looks at the history, it is impossible for what we have now to complete an agenda which continues to expand. And this is where this foundation has an important role to play. But it has to be focused. It can't be everything to everyone. It needs to look at where it can fit in a niche approach, because it will take all the money in the world to get the development agenda right. and that is not available. So how can we nibble at the edges? How can we make a substantial difference by being targeted? And I think that is the task that this foundation faces. So to the founder and CEO, Ms. Yang, and to the distinguished board members, who I'm told are all here, I stand here and I'd like to issue a challenge. Come back in a year or two and answer this question, which is a question I think everyone should ask at any point in time, whenever an initiative is launched. What have you done for me lately? On that happy note, please enjoy the evening. Bon appetit. Thank you.